Here's a quick tutorial on using grid view within Montage. Now, grid view is designed to allow you to view multiple attendees or student devices at one time, and that's really useful for things like project work or teamwork. We've got more than one person presenting, or they're presenting as a team. You can see from the lobby mode, I've got 4 students connected, 4 attendees connected. I've got Ed, Rachel, Deepak, and Omar, and they're all already joined the session. Now, because we're in grid view, I, as the teacher and the presenter, get to decide who and when they present. So I'm going to turn on grid view, and now I'm going to invite all these 4 devices to connect. So invite, sending out invites to each one, or I can have that as 2 or 3 or 4, again, depending on how I want the session or the lesson to run. In this case, I'm going to invite everyone. And they'll all get prompts on their devices to go and share their screen. So again, I've got 4 devices, and now I'm going to ask them, look guys, can you share what's on your screen? So I do that here, here. Okay, so now I've got one that isn't presenting, so I can give them a prompt to present. Or I've got one coming in on an Android device. I've got a student or an attendee here on Windows and one on web. Now, I can see everyone's stream at the same time, so I can now start to share and compare different information, different thinking from different students and attendees at the same time. So I might ask one of the group leads to present, for example, and to do that, again, as a teacher presenter, I'm in control, so everyone is presenting, but it's up to me to bring them full screen. So now I can call on that student to explain their thinking, show me their work, or I go back to the grid, and I can take anyone out at any time. So bringing this student front and center, or collapse to the grid, bringing this student front and center, or collapse to the grid. Or if I want to remove a student and think, okay, let's bring this down into 3, I can do that. Let's simply hit X, and that takes them out of the session. And if I want to bring that student or attendee back in, again, I simply hit invite, and they get an invite on their device, and they're back into grid view. So grid view is really, really useful when doing things like teamwork and project work, when you want to see the thinking of a number of attendees or a number of students at any one time without having to pass cables or ask people to remove. Simply ask them to present and connect, put them into grid view, and as a teacher, as a presenter, you get to decide then how the information is orchestrated, who you want to bring full screen, who you want to remove, and who you want to share and compare. At the end of the session, and you want others to join, you can simply just remove this group from the session, and you're back out to where you started. At any time, just exit grid view, and that takes you back to the safety and comfort of the home screen. Again, I've got my 4 devices connected, and going into grid view is really as simple as hitting the button, inviting them to present, and then going to look at those different screens. So that's a very quick overview of using grid view for team-based and project work, and how to see multiple streams, multiple screen shares at any one time.